Hey girl, why does adulting feel like a group project, yet I'm the only one doing the work? They told us to get good degrees. They told us to get a job and we'll be living the American dream. So why am I sitting here with anxiety, drinking tea, talking to you? Exactly. I'm gonna wait for you to get your cup. We gotta talk about this.
Been that, still that, will always be mwah, that girl.
Hey girl, welcome back. So, if you don't already know me, right, my name is MychaelJ, and I am not new to this. I am very much true to this. I started my podcast back in 2020 when I was 24 years old without a frontal lobe, and I felt like I wanted to connect with people just about the things that I've been through and the experience that I've had as a first generation black woman, period. However, I cannot stay consistent because, again, I was 24 and I've had crazy life changes, from changing states to now being married to changing the trajectory of my career, going to school, stopping degrees, starting degrees. I have a plethora of experience of just life and how to navigate it in a space where you don't have a lot of guidance or a lot of blueprint, right? So I definitely, whenever the life is lifing, and I just went through another transition where I stepped down as a cheer coach that I have been doing for like 3 years. And I got a new job, right? And trying to buy a house. Girl, I'm trying to do it all, okay? That's our problem, but don't let me get started. Either way, now with another transition, and life is beginning to life with this new administration, and we don't know where the world is going. I'm coming back to my roots with my podcast, my microphone, and my tea, because I love a good chai tea. I'm a chai tea girly all the way around. If you have not tried it, please try it. Okay, now that's something that I can give you that you can take away right now. If you don't know what a chai tea is, please immediately try it. Either way, on this channel, I just wanted to talk about exploring personal experiences, self-growth, career development, growing in our faith. And I wanted to, if you see me looking down, it's because I'm looking at my notes, because I am a certified yapper and I will talk all day, okay? I used to be a teacher, so that makes sense. Either way, I just wanted to share all of the things that I've learned along the way to help you. So regardless if you're getting money, or trying to get your money up, if you are exploring your career, if you're going through a significant life change, or maybe even a little life change, we could go through this together, right? So I hope that you could find, to see if I am your cup of tea, right? So today, because I don't want to get you on here and not talk about nothing, because time is precious, I want to talk about imposter syndrome, right? So the title of today's episode is You Are the Blueprint, which you are. If you've ever wanted to know, you are the blueprint. And if no one's told you today, you are that girl, period, always and forever. But I wanted to talk about imposter syndrome because, as someone who just shifted into a new job, it was last summer, so it's almost coming up on a year, and sitting in a space where maybe the people are older than you. That's my predicament. Or maybe you're just not as well versed, or you don't know what's actually going on, right? Because that is a thing. But you're in these new spaces and you feel like your success is not deserved, and it is. But I feel like as black women, we have this comfortability and struggle. So when things are going right, I think we struggle with recognizing that it's going right and recognizing that it's doing well. And I struggle with the same thing. So trust me. I get it. I think that we get caught up in this rat race, right? We reach a goal and we already planning for the next one, never taking the moment to enjoy what we already succeeded and what we already got. And so once you've created this cycle of getting a goal, going to the next goal, getting a goal, going to the next goal, getting a goal, going to the next goal, because we always say a bored black woman is a woman who probably gonna get another degree, right? I don't know why we're like that. I'm also like that. I'm on degree number 4 now. It's outrageous. But with that being said, because we do these things and because we set ourselves up in this cycle, we struggle with feeling success in the moment and what does that feel like, how to enjoy that, how to be happy in this moment where we feel like we're not doing anything, right? We've somehow tied our value into what we can be used for or how useful we are, which is not a real thing. Well, it is a real thing, but it shouldn't be. Yeah, so I definitely think we get caught up in this struggle, and because we get caught up in this cycle, we struggle with imposter syndrome. And again, imposter syndrome is just struggling to believe that the success you have is deserved. I think not celebrating your wins is probably the easiest way to get caught up in this imposter syndrome, right? You get a new job, you get a new car, you get into school, you get into that program, you paid off a bill, or you paid off some debt, which are all big accomplishments. These are amazing things that you're doing for your life, but you don't even take the time to celebrate. Once you check it off, you take a deep breath, and off to the next thing that you have to do. I don't think that we're taught as Black women to enjoy the moments that we have or enjoy the success and the accomplishments that we achieve. And so when we are achieving these goals, when we are entering these new spaces where we've worked our ass off, okay? We've worked 2 times as hard to get in the door. We get there and we're like, do I belong? You want to shy away, or you don't want to speak up, or you feel like if you ask a question, everybody's going to think you're dumb. You know, just things like that, I think definitely play a big part in that imposter syndrome. And I just want to let you know right now, at this very moment, that you are amazing. You deserve everything that you encounter, right? You deserve everything that you have worked for. I don't even want to say encounter, because sometimes we run into some shit that ain't got nothing to do with us. However, I want you to know that you deserve all of the great things. You deserve to be celebrated, and if no one else is celebrating you, I want us to take this moment to celebrate you, right? I want you to know that you are the blueprint. You are. You have the plan. You've done the work. You've done all of the things. You are the blueprint. Everyone is literally just trying to shape off of you, okay? And that's just being a Black woman, period. You don't have to work extra hard to fit in. You don't have to fit in. The whole entire world is trying to get like you, from our vernacular to our body shape to how we do our hair to how we look. Every time we switch it up, they run it right behind us. It's because you are the blueprint. And because you are the blueprint, you don't have to earn love. You don't have to earn respect. You don't have to earn your spot. You've already done it. It is yours forever, period. Okay? And if there's ever a chance or ever an idea that you have that maybe you find yourself hesitating on or second guessing yourself on, I am a firm believer that God does not put any ideas in our head that we cannot execute, right? The only difference between you and your success, or you and the ideas that you have, is the work it takes to get on the other side, right? That's the only thing. That's the only thing. That's the only difference. That's the only step, right? And you can do it. But you know that because you've done everything. Yeah. And I just had to take that moment. Like, that is the intro. That is the start. We can't go any further in this journey without you realizing that you are the blueprint, that you are that girl, that you are amazing, that you are talented, right? That you belong in that space, in that job. You deserve to have a new car. You deserve to get that new house. Even if everything in your body is telling you to be afraid, you shouldn't be, because this light worked for you. You've done everything hard in your life, and guess what? You got here. So clearly, you're doing something right. So trust your instincts, right? Trust your gut, and we can definitely have an episode discussing how to trust ourselves, because that is a whole different discussion. But taking your time out, trust that you know what you're doing. And if you don't know, trust that you'll be resourceful to figure it out, okay? You got the hustle. You got the hustle in you, so you know what to do. And once you get there to that goal, or once you get there to that success, or once you get to whatever it is that you're trying to do, take a second. Give yourself a pat on the back. This is not a rat race. You don't have to chase each goal back to back to back to back to back. You deserve to sit back and enjoy the fruits of your labor. Because if you don't enjoy it now, no telling what's going to happen. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, no telling what's going on in this world right now. So you need to take a moment to appreciate you, okay? Because the world wants you. The world needs you. The world needs you, okay? Because you are, again, the blueprint. So in the comments below, I want you to drop, I am the blueprint. And if you listen to this on a podcast, like Apple Podcasts or Spotify Podcasts, drop in the comments again, I am the blueprint, because you are. And that's just what's going to be the affirmation for this week. I am the blueprint, okay? I am that girl, always and will forever be, okay? Now, once you do that, I also want you to let me know in the comments any struggles that you've been having as a first generation, anything, college student, first generation, anybody with a real job, okay? Because sometimes that's the T too. You the first one to have a real job with a real salary, okay? I see you working, girl. And then after you do that, if you think that I'm your cup of tea, right? If you think that this is going to work between us, you love these FaceTimes, okay? Because I love a good FaceTime. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share the video. And I will see you next week. Until next time.
Been that, still that, will always be that girl.